यो हेलो गाइस, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरी इस नई गेम प्ले वीडियो में। तो आज हम दोबारा से खेलने जा रहे हैं पोकेमॉन रीयूनियन डीएक्स। तो पिछली गेम प्ले वीडियो में हमें लिलित मिली थी यहाँ पे, जिसने हमें बुलाया है बिल के घर के पास। तो फिलहाल अपने को उधर जाना है, लेकिन उससे पहले मैं थोड़ा सा आइटम खरीद लेता हूँ। ऑल राइट गाइस, तो फिलहाल मुझे जितना आइटम्स चाहिए थे मैंने ले लिए हैं। अभी फिलहाल फटाफट से चलते हैं और लिलित से मिलते हैं। देखते हैं उसने हमें यहाँ पे किस लिए बुला रखा है। फिलहाल मेरे ख्याल से इधर से था बिल का रास्ता, तो आई गेस ओके फाइनली हम पहुँच चुके हैं। फिलहाल यहाँ पे बैसल भी है, ये यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? There you are, Red. Ah, Red, what's up, buddy? Well, can you remember people now? It seems to me that you will be on several missions together. Yeah, it's a bit late now. If you only knew how much we will been through, well, that will make it easier. Alright, come on, split it out. Why will you call us both out here like this, I was just getting ready to leave on a mission. Calm down. Let me explain everything first. As you can see, the headquarters is swinging with police. Unfortunately, they are not part of the Dimensional Squad. They are high-ranking members of the International Police. I don't know how, but they all seems to know about the Ultra Wormholes. I understand they will take on the chief in for questioning. They are also aware that he has secretly enlisted other trainers to help with the investigation. अच्छा, तभी वहाँ से चीफ नहीं है, मैं गया था वहाँ मिलने. In other words, they knew that he is acting independently of the international police, but that's impossible considering the amount of secrecy involved. We agreed no one tell anyone about D Squad. Someone must have told the police. I highly doubt that. The other D Squad members in the other regions would never have done such a thing. Everyone loves the chief, and no one would dare betray him like this. And the gym leaders are also close to him and trust him completely, which means that the person who was able to bring considered evidence against the chief have already been investigating him for some times. Surprising reason skills. एक सेकंड, ये यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? What do you want? Well, look like the whole team is here. Nice to see you again, Red. So, what's interdimensional travels like? एक सेकंड, ये मेरा नाम ना फंसा दें. I beg you, Peridon. How do they? It wasn't Red who told this guy everything, was it, Lilith? Red would never do something like that, believe me. You are not even close. Red has nothing to do with it. Okay, chalo, finally बच गए. Let's just say I will be doing my own things. Do you think you were the only ones investigating these ultra wormholes? Don't be stupid. You are starting to piss me off. You are better start showing us some respect. Basil, stop it. There's no point. So I guess you are the one behind Lucas' arrest. You are good at trying to hide what you want. I heard you call Lucas chief earlier, but then you instantly changed the way you talk to cover your tracks. Rather clever, but it's not use. I know the three of you are in cohorts. Any idiot could have figured that out. Hey genius, can you just shut up? I am going to make you swallow your words. You will see. Basil, that's enough. I imagine that you must have some demands if you are doing all this, or maybe you have some other motivation behind it. Demands? Motivation? None. I think you will got the wrong idea. Let's just say that I am not a fan of the schemes pulled off by the incompetent Luker. You are insulting the boss in front of us. Do you really think we will let you get away with that? I am going to smash your face in, here and now. Basil, that's enough. Stop right there. This guy needs to be smashed. And you are going to let him insulting the boss like that? After all he done for us. Quite the contrary. I don't want you to give into the violence against him because that would be giving him the upper hand. Let me be clear with you. Your motivation is up to you and you have even right to stand in our way. However, I will no longer tolerate your disrespecting that man in front of me. Scary. Even the most dangerous player never gave me such a fright. But seriously, there's no need to get carried away. Once again, it's nothing personal. To tell you the truth, I am rather surprised. In both good and bad ways. What do you mean surprised? Are you crazy? Oh, on the contrary, I am surprised that trainers are stupid enough to follow the instructions of a merry stranger, all the while putting your lives in danger. We don't have a choice, do we, you moron? Who would save the world if we don't? On the contrary, I was getting to that. I wish you wouldn't keep cutting me off. I also admire the fact that there are such courageous trainers. All through, I will get to decide whether it's courageous or recklessness. I did like to point out that you are very unlikely to come back every time you enter one of these things. We are aware of the risk. As you can see, every time one of us step into a portal, every time we embark on a new mission, we have only one thing in our mind: save this dimension and the people in it, good or bad. Altruism. So that's what drives you to act. I will to accept that. That said, you should start by finding out more about the person hiring you. What do you mean by that? Luker, as you call him. I secured and researched several old newspapers articles about him, but turned up nothing. Everything dates back to 2 years ago at the earliest. Do you know what that means? But it's only been 2 or 3 years since the boss arrived at Kanto, you idiot. Of course, you wouldn't find anything else about him. Keep quiet if you're just gone keep talking for no reason. I am really going to get him. I am really going to. Basil, please, let him finish. I am aware that he's only recently arrived in Kanto. That said, no one mentioned a single Luker in any of the older articles in any region. I suspected it was a code name, but then again, nothing matched. There's no trace of a private detective or an agent acting on his own. I was even able to access several years worth of police records, and according to my source, we are discovered that the identified documents your dear Luker provided were forgotten. What? But so what? We don't care about that. The most important thing is that he acting for peace. You understand what I getting at, don't you? You look a little smarter than you other friends there. What a loser. Chief would be no matter. All the same, I respect your courage. That's why I will came to bring you this information. Do as you like. It's all the same to me. Just a movement. I can't condone what you are doing. I understand that, but I can't excuse your actions. That said, you don't seem to be aware of what's happening right now in other dimensions. Have you even thought about it? What do you mean? Hey Lilith, you are not going to tell him everything, are you? It's supposed to be top secret. At this very moment, an organization is putting everything in place to strike across dimensions. You can imagine what will happen to our region if we refuse to intervene. In fact, we are on the verge of finding a link between the organization and the ultra wormhole phenomena in our region. Interesting. Tell me more. These people use a kind of device that travel between dimensions and intervene in several timelines. They're trying to do something, but we don't know what. This is why we put our lives on the line and why we choose to follow the chief. Now, without the chief, there's no dimensional squad. And without the dimensional squad, it's impossible to act freely to catch these criminals. Is where you let pre-demanded when you go through these portals? No, and I should know. We are going in blind to taking our courage in our both hands. You're even more obviously than I thought. What do you mean? How do you plan to catch these guys? As you said, they can move freely between dimensions, but not you. Also, clearly you are navigating between dimensions. Imagine for a moment, you could find yourself in a universe totally opposed to our own. Or bring something to a universe that could be harmful to it, and thus bring about the end of the world. Have you thought about it? Is that true, Lilith? That's true. That it is possible, but that's not all. You could well provoke a multiverse war if something goes wrong. And you are asking me to join you. Seriously. You are surprised that I spent all my time insulting your boss. But take a look. You're not even aware of what you are doing. If Lunik decides to act over a dimension and there's nothing we can do about it, then so be it. What is it? Is that it? What kind of cowardlessly talk is that? Are you going to let these guys turn our dimension upside down without even trying to stop them? Don't you have anything to protect? Do you want to let yourself die just like that? Shut up, kid. You don't know what you are talking about. He is right, and deep down you knows it. Your intelligence and reasoning skills could really came in handy. You should be using your ability to help us save the world, not just for your own personal use. It's true that the danger of the multiverse is real, but we just can't let ourselves be taken advantage of like that and leave our universe and our dimension at the mercy of just anyone. We have to act. And if we have to accept the consequences, then we will do it. You are all the bunch of fools. The world is not so rosy. People only act in their own interest. Just look at the players at the game corner. They only want one thing. Then want to make money and improve their qualities of life, no matter if they have to match someone else's bet. Nobody acts out of selflessness anymore than why you believe they do. What's more, you run this risk of creating an imbalance between universes. It's stupid. That's where you are wrong. It may be stupid or meaningless to you, but whether it's Red, Basil, or me, we take no sacrification in having our name glorious for our actions. We just want to do everything we can to put our strengths at people's service. This world may be corrupt, but it's not a lost chaos. If we all act together for a common cause, then great things can happen. You are the one who likes the throat the cheese plan. You should be helping us protect the world. There's nothing to stop you getting in his way again. But right now, we need all the strength we can get. You want to recruit this creep? What does Lilith think? I refuse to work with him. I will heard enough. I am going to have to prove to you all that you are on the wrong tracks. What? You want to fight? You bet. I am your man. No thanks. According to my sources, Red is one of the best members of your fable team. I don't want to deal with small fry. You're dirty best. Stop it, Basil. Let's trust Red. I am sure he will win. Phew. I know that Red is going to absolutely ruin this Buffalon. I don't doubt it for a second. How touching. You seem so sure of yourself. Very good. But reality may be harder to accept. So, show me that you have the strength to back up your calms. Alright guys, तो फिलहाल अभी हमें इससे बैटल करनी है, तो हराते हैं इसको और क्या. फिलहाल इसके पास कितने पॉकीमॉन्स हैं? ओह, पॉकीमॉन्स तो उन्होंने दिखाई नहीं कितने हैं, बट पहले इसके पास टेंचिग्रो होता है और मेरा चार्जर्ड है आगे. तो फिलहाल इसके ऊपर मारते हैं फ्लेम थ्रोअर. ओके भाई, काफ़ी सही डैमेज हुआ है. फिलहाल बस एक और. ओह नाइस, गीगा ड्रेन सही किया इसने. क्या एचपी बढ़ा रहा है, इससे ज़्यादा तो फ्लेम थ्रोअर ने ले ली थी. एक और बार फ्लेम थ्रोअर एंड लेट्स गो. टेंची ग्रोथ इसका डाउन कर दिया अभी हमने. अभी देखते हैं नेक्स्ट कौन सा आ रहा है इसका. ऑलराइट, 4 पॉकीमॉन है जिसमें से एक हमने हरा दिया है. एस्पियन. एस्पियन के ऊपर आई गेस मैं मार तो सकता हूँ, बट मैं स्विच कर लूँगा. चलो छोड़ो, एयर स्लैश मार के देख लेते हैं. ओके, स्पेशल अटैक रोज और स्पेशल डिफेंस रोज कर लिया इसने. ऑलराइट, अच्छा इस पर वो भी है लेफ्ट. एक सेकंड, ये क्या डबल और नथिंग? भाई क्या क्या एबिलिटी ला रखे हैं. डबल और नथिंग कौन सी एबिलिटी होती है? एक तो इसकी पावर बढ़ रखी है. मैं एक काम करता हूँ, स्नोलैक्स को भेजता हूँ और क्रंच मारते हैं इसके ऊपर, क्योंकि डार्क टाइप मूव सुपर इफेक्टिव रहेगा इस पर. और वैसे भी अपना स्पेशल डिफेंस बढ़ा रहा है, तो क्रंच मारूंगा तो वो डिफेंस पे लगेगा और ये 1 शॉट हो जाएगा आराम से. एक सेकंड है, लेकिन इसकी पावर भी तो बढ़ रही है. क्या मार रहा है डबल और नथिंग? पता नहीं यार, इनके पास कैसी कैसी एबिलिटीज़ हैं. फिलहाल सही है, इसने अपनी एचपी रिकवर की और क्रंच से हो गया 1 शॉट डाउन. अभी नेक्स्ट पॉकीमॉन है ड्रैगनाइट. ड्रैगनाइट भाई काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है. मैं इसको ड्रैगन डांस का सेटअप करने नहीं दूंगा. ड्रैगन डांस एक बार सेटअप होगी तो मेरी ऐसी तैसी हो जाएगी. तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, आइस बीम इस पर नहीं है, मुझे स्विच ही करना पड़ेगा. लेट्स सेंड म्यूटू. मैं चाहूँ तो अपने लैब्रेस को भी भेज सकता हूँ, बट नहीं, लैब्रेस को नहीं भेजेंगे, म्यूटू से काम करवाएंगे। मुझे पता था ये ड्रैगन डांस करेगा, इसलिए मैंने इसीलिए स्विच कर लिया म्यूटू में, ताकि मैं इसको जल्द से जल्द निपटा दूँ। तो फिलहाल मारते हैं इसके ऊपर आइस बीम। लेट्स गो। काफ़ी एचपी पे बच गया म्यूटू, लेकिन इसका ड्रैगनाइट हो गया वन शॉट। लास्ट पॉकीमॉन इसका है कौन सा? बिशाप। बिशाप यार स्ट्रॉन्ग है, मुझे स्विच करना पड़ेगा। मेरे को फाइटिंग टाइप पॉकीमॉन चाहिए, मतलब फाइटिंग टाइप पॉकीमॉन नहीं, मूव चाहिए फाइटिंग टाइप कोई अपनी टीम में। सिर्फ एक पीकाचू है जिसके पास ब्रिक ब्रेक है, उसके अलावा कोई भी नहीं है। फिर इसकी अटैक हार्शली फेल हुआ है, जो कि काफ़ी अच्छा है। तो अब पीकाचू को भेजते हैं, होपफुली बस पीकाचू फास्ट हो और इस पर ब्रिक ब्रेक मारते हैं। कम ऑन पीकाचू, प्लीज़ फास्ट होइयो। चलो एटलीस्ट पीकाचू इससे फास्ट है और इसको भी निपटा दिया। ऑल राइट गाइस, फाइनली हमने हरा दिया वेंसेंट को। फ्यू, ही इज नॉट दैट बैड एक्चुअली, बट नाउ इट्स माई टर्न। बैसिल प्लीज काम डाउन। ये तो रुक ही नहीं रहा। ऑल थ्रू योर पावर इज इंडीड रियल। I won't change my mind. You are just a bunch of careless buffalon who have no idea how dangerous the multiverse is. And even the three of you can't predict what will happen. I will ask you one more thing. Vincent, right? With your ability to reason and your talent for Pokemon battling, you do be a great help. So put aside your feelings and join us. Who knows? It could be a way to beat the chief fair and square, to prove you are better than him by officially taking part in the investigation, right? Do what you want. I will not participate in this madness. Oh, ये तो निकल लिया. What a moron. So, what do we do now? I have no idea. Perhaps we should try to prove the chief's innocency. But that's impossible. First of all, you did have to prove the authorities of your identity and try to deny the actions of the D squad, but I doubt anyone will listen. But maybe. How about asking someone at the league for help? Precisely. I was getting to it that perhaps we can ask the league to intervene on our behalf. They all know about Luca. Unfortunately, we have to solve his identity problem. If the member of the league find out, they are likely to doubt the chief. All will be lost. By the way, you were about to say something about the boss. What will you figure out from what the guy was saying? I will tell you about it later. Right now, we have to split up to have better work. I will contact Claire, Backthron City gym leader in the Johto region, since I already knew her. I will also take the opportunity to gather information on the strange fellow we meet on the admission. Basil, you go Viridian City and ask Help Blue for help. Be discreet, please. And you, Red, try to find a way to prove the chief's identity. Unfortunately, we are going to have to use illegal means to sneak into the police database. If you can find anyone who knows their way around a computer, you absolutely must tell them about our problems. Well, we will be in touch via DCOM. Alright, let's get to work, D Squad. ऑल राइट गाइस, तो फिलहाल अपने को अपना काम मिल चुका है। तो फिलहाल चलते हैं यहाँ से वापस। अब हमें पुलिस स्टेशन में घुस के वहाँ पे डाका डालना पड़ेगा। डाका तो क्या मतलब, किसी से हेल्प लेके निकलनी पड़ेगी इन्फॉर्मेशन। तो फिलहाल गाइस फिर आज के वीडियो में इतना ही रखते हैं। वीडियो में आया हो मज़ा तो एक लाइक मार देना, चैनल को कर लेना सब्सक्राइब, कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताना वीडियो आपको कैसी लगी। तब तक के लिए मैं चलता हूँ, बाय बाय।